Howdy scoreboard 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Yankees order. Grisham, Cabrera, and Rice. And a push bunt. Rolls foul. David, there seems to be a little bit of a trend in baseball. Let's turn relievers into starters. We'll get a much more inexpensive starter. And you see what Michael King's doing in San Diego. The Yankees are the ones that turned him into a starter. We saw with Jordan Hicks over the weekend for the Giants. We've seen what the Mets are doing with Clay Holmes. Can it work with a lot of relievers, or it has to be a special pitch selection?
You know, that has to be the type of guy who has the repertoire to do it. And Seth Lugo's always had the repertoire, and he's always wanted to do it. And he was right. And he's now 35 years old, and there was a lot of wasted years in the bullpen where he could have been an elite starter, and he's proven that to be the case. And Clay Holmes remains to be seen, but I think it does work for Clay Holmes eventually if he can last, you know, if he can get built up and not get hurt. But a lot of times with Clay Holmes, when he came in, his ball was moving so much in the ninth inning, that's when he got in trouble. He couldn't get the ball over. Yankee fans know, they've seen it. He was either lights out, it was kind of all or nothing, or he couldn't control the movement. But as a starter, you get a better chance. The more you throw, the more you get the rough edges worn off, the better your control can be for a guy like Clay Holmes. And certainly that's been the case with Seth Lugo.
You know, to me, it takes talent, too. You talk about he's got 10 pitches now. To be able to trust all those pitches in certain situations, I mean, that's a lot to sort out mentally, too, huh?
It is. You know, I still think it's about 4 pitches. There's variations of those 4 pitches that merge into sort of 10, but it's still kind of a basic 4.
3-2 on Grisham.
I mean, slurve, slider, sweeper.
Yeah,
that's really one pitch.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're right. That's you're picking up the spin. One might be a little bigger, one might be a little softer, but it's still basically the same pitch.
High drive, right field. Turning and looking is Biggio. See ya! A long home run for Grisham. His 4th of the year, and the Yankees lead 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, if you're Aaron Boone, you just play this hot streak because he is so good defensively. You get any kind of offense from him, and he is such a plus for the Yankees. Another great swing and a bomb from Grisham.
He is much more aggressive this year.
Yeah.
So many times last year we saw him take a pitch. Never hardly swing at the first pitch. He's turning it loose so far this year.
Fastball. Fastball going deep.
Confidence and aggressiveness go hand in hand.
Carrasco over there loves it. He might be finished for the night. You know,
1-1.
Still don't know how. If you look, his thumb is like along the barrel of the bat. He does not tuck his thumb. I don't know how you release the bat, but Grisham's figured out a way.
High fly ball left field. Waters toward the line. Ball comes back, and he stays with it to make the play.
I see that thumb underneath it goes right along the barrel, and see it just kind of guides it, but it's not tucked, and it's amazing to me.
The bottom hand you're talking about?
Yeah, how he is able to release the bat with that.
Generating some bat speed.
Yeah.
He is also the rare hitter that does not use batting gloves.
See the top thumb there, and it's straight up the barrel. It's just not what I'm accustomed to seeing or feeling as a hitter.
Starts out that way. Does it end that way? Does he kind of shift it, or
possibly? Because I think Stanton does somewhat the same thing.
High fly ball, right field. Biggio back. See ya! Home run for Rice, and the Yankees lead 3-1.
Well, welcome back to Yankee Stadium, Coney. Ben Rice, he's been on fire. His 5th home run of the year. Likes that leadoff spot.
moonshot?
5th home run of the year. Now has 7 ribbies and a big smile.
He doesn't have much of a poker face, does he?
No, no. You know he's holding aces.
Did you hear Michael? He had about 3 seconds to load up.
Yeah.
That was Ray Guy all the way.
3 home runs tonight. The Yankees had 3 home runs in the previous 7 games.
Well, up in the strike zone in, and this is the pitch that used to give him a little trouble. The ball up and in. That open stance, he's getting to it much easier. Hips just open, drop the barrel to the ball, and enjoy the ride.
0-2 on Judge.
How soon do you know it off the bat?
I would say 95% of the time right there. As soon as you make contact, you know it's gone. There's a few that, you know, your heart starts beating going down to first baseline and it goes to the wall or just gets in the front row. But most of the time, right off the bat, you get that good feeling.
The 1-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. They'll get an angle, make the throw to first. So strikeout, put out 2-3.
Looks like he tried to cut that ball in, but it just kind of hung right there, and it just gave him an opportunity to get the barrel to the ball.
Here's Austin Wells. Drilled deep to right field. Fair or foul? Fair ball. Another home run. 3 in the inning. Yankees pouring it on. And it's 4-1 Bombers.
That was a loud line drive there. Austin Wells, his 3rd of the year. Michael, you had to be quick on that one. That was a line drive.
The only question was fair or foul.
Goldschmidt pops it up. Pasquantino makes the play. In his career, Lugo had allowed 2 home runs to the Yankees in 40 1/3 innings. In this inning alone, Grisham goes yard. Rice goes yard. And then for good measure, Wells goes yard. 4 home runs against Lugo, and the Yankees lead 4-1.